Sound and Vision Television, questa sera siamo ospiti della Disaster Week Festival 2009, con noi una delle band rivelazioni della scena indipendente internazionale, ovvero i MAMMùT, gli islandesi MAMMùT. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you
Same
too.
to you. Hi.
So let's talk about the history of your band. I have noticed you've won in 2004 the Battle of the Band. So this gave you a huge success. And for example, you've always been considered one of the most important band in the north of Europe, of the youngest band. And what about this? What is the secret and also the difficulties of being considered so a promising band?
Oh, until now we were like that. I mean, we didn't know we were so promising. And
Yes,
but I mean, it's really important to just do your own thing. Like, I mean, just do what you believe in. You have to believe in what you're doing, like your music and your. Yeah, I mean, just write fun music, which you believe in yourself.
And all like really good friends.
Yeah,
together.
It plays a huge part in that, like being good friends, and and the difficulties. Probably just like because now we're like doing the tour, maybe just the money is quite a difficulty.
Yeah.
Because we're not like the richest people in the world, so. But I mean, we'll manage. But
that's maybe the only difficult thing.
Yeah.
Because everything else is quite fun.
Yeah. It's just fun stuff and
Okay, and you've played in some countries in Europe, for example. And what about playing live, comparing to the recording session, for example, or creating music? What's your favorite?
It's probably performing live.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the most fun.
Yeah, I mean that's like people come to the concerts and like just fun to like see people. If they like the music, it just gives you so much energy to like play in front of people which really like the music. It's just it's like an adrenaline shock for you. It's great.
But it's also fun to record.
Yeah, it's just totally different.
Totally different. Yeah. It's you're like making your baby when you're recording the record, and then when you start playing it live on stage, then you're like, that is so.
That's how we always talk.
And there's maybe an effect you'd like to create when you perform live.
I'm sorry.
Do you like to create an effect, a particular effect, when you perform live? I don't know, dancing, make people dance, or make people sing. I don't know.
We really.
We just play our music. And
well, I think it's if the crowd if the crowd is really excited and like start dancing, then it's a kind of samspil.
Like if the people just like become really dancey, then
you get dancey, and if we are in this really good mood, then the crowd gets crazy. It's like sometimes we don't move at all, I think, but when we had 2 beers and had been laughing a lot, then maybe we are
in a better mood.
Yeah.
And then we also have like a soap bubble machine.
Yeah.
Which creates at least some effect.
Yeah, some atmosphere.
Soap bubbles all around.
See it later.
And you've played also, I've read, with dEUS, the important Belgium band. What about dEUS with such important bands known all over the world?
dEUS. I mean, it was just a lot of fun. Like first we played with them in Iceland, and then we went to Germany. Yeah, Leipzig in Germany. Played a show with him. I mean, it was just a lot of fun, just meeting the guys and hanging out with them and playing music before they played their music.
And maybe it is important for us because there were so many people coming to watch their show, and they were forced to watch our show. So it was maybe people that wouldn't have come to our show that saw us and listened to us.
publicity for us.
Yeah, so that was very fun to see people that wouldn't usually come to our shows.
And your music is a mixture of post-punk, indie rock with some electronics. How would you define your music?
This is so hard to do. But
Yeah, it's really poppy. It's really upbeat, I think, but still with
it's a rock thing.
yeah, and maybe it's upbeat, but some people have described it like dark, still dark pop.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like somebody described like a weird rock, something like that, or weird pop. But it's just so difficult to just like define your own music. It probably sounds a little strange to say it, like a cliche, but it's just so hard to like we
put
play
it in
because we never decided like what to play. We just wrote songs which we liked. So yeah.
Difficult question. And let's talk about your album. And it has been at the top of the charts in your country. Would you imagine? Did you imagine this success?
Yeah, after we recorded the album, we were like, "Wow, this is so good!" And then, we believed in it would get a lot of play.
Yeah, we
so
were just really confident in what we were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, we hadn't released it if we weren't like completely satisfied. So we just believed in it, and
and
people seemed to like it, which was great.
Yeah, but of course it was weird that we didn't know it would.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, you can't like expect like you didn't expect like to be so successful, but we're not like huge.
It's fun.
And what about the influences of your music? Is there an artist or maybe an album, particular album by someone else influenced?
I think it's a lot of influences. We all listen to very different music, so my influence is not the same as his influence.
Yeah,
it's
like
just
totally different.
Yeah, totally different. And also you get really, because there's so many bands in Iceland, and you're always playing with these bands on weekends, and you get like lots of influences from the bands you're playing with, the bands you're sharing the stage with. That's a big influence. Just the bands you're playing with at home.
So what do you listen to and
Sudden weather change?
And wow, it's just wow. I just listen to all kinds of music, I mean everything like from Miley Cyrus to like Cannibal Corpse, just really just anything. So it's probably my like influences are just like everywhere around and just mixes into like something in my head, and then it just becomes something. And I think it's like that with all of us. Everybody has different influences, and then we all come together, write some music, and it becomes something, which we call MAMMùT.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you sing in your language. What are the difficulties of this? For example, when you play abroad.
I felt like when we started this tour, it was because I always want to sing in Icelandic, but it's really the difficulties are like it's when you start singing Icelandic, you like it a lot and all that, but then you're like look at the crowd and you're like, fuck, they don't know what I'm saying. I so want them to know what I'm saying, but still, so that maybe is the bummer, because at home everybody understands you, but when you go here, I mean, I would want you to understand what I'm saying, because the lyrics are important, in the music. So that was maybe something I realized now, that maybe we should be writing someday, if we would,
Well, like one idea we had was to have if we were had more technology and more money into this, we could make this like an opera thing, with the text, because every opera is in Italian. But they have the text above it.
Text above, like in English.
When it's sung. So we could do that, so everybody could understand.
Yeah. So while I was like la 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 la, then in Icelandic then would come English lyrics.
So everybody would be happy. Everybody understands. We just get to sing in our own language, which is what we want to do, really,
Yeah,
I think.
that's what we want to do.
Okay, thank you very much for this interview, for your kindness, and see you next time.
Yeah.